Happy Thursday, everyone. Meteorologist Andrew Wilson here with your weekend weather update. It has been a bit of a wet week here all across North Georgia, but there's some good news, and that news is coming in the form of drier conditions by the time we head into the weekend. But unfortunately, we are going to have just a little bit more in the way of rainfall here as we head throughout these next few days. So let's talk a little bit about that. Let's talk about some of that rain that we're going to have expected here as we head into really the time frame for this afternoon and then into Friday. First of all, let's talk about what we have going on for Thursday afternoon. It's Thursday at 2:30. Every Thursday at 2:30 we do the weekend weather update. We like to do a weekday weather update to get you prepared for the week ahead on Mondays at 2:30. But this one, we talk a little bit more about that weekend forecast. So right now, seeing a little bit of shower activity out there. Nothing too out of the normal for what we've been having more recently. A lot of rainfall the last few days. Looking out towards the north end of the perimeter, you are seeing that we have a little bit in the way of cloud cover out there too. Very cloudy out towards the King and Queen buildings. We see the cloud cover with a bit of blue sky trying to poke through there down in Coweta County, down into the Newnan area. Still seeing a lot of clouds though, and then you see similar conditions out towards the airport as we have an airplane, looks like it could be stuck on the runway. Gonna have to keep a close eye on that, but it looks like, yeah, we have a Delta airplane that is stuck on the runway there at 2:30. We'll keep you updated on that. Taking a look out towards downtown, we have a lot of cloud cover, pretty gloomy skies. Going to continue to have those kind of gloomy skies as we head throughout today. And then taking a look at temperatures, we have temperatures sitting in the 60s and 70s. Very warm conditions, but not too hot compared to what we've been dealing with a little bit more recently. Also looking out at the temperatures over the past week, we have a little bit cooler conditions now compared to what we had been dealing with. And then there's that rainfall again. Still dealing with a lot of shower activity out there. Going to continue to have some rain possible here as we head throughout this afternoon with some heavy downpours at times as these showers continue to kind of make their way off towards the north and east. So I'm going to mute my mic here just for a second, guys. I'm checking something out with our system. I'll be back in just 2 seconds though. Sorry about that, everyone. I'm back. We do have a lot of shower activity that is, again, going to be building up throughout the day. So some heavy downpours at times as they all continue to make their way off towards the north and east. So there you see it again along I-20, kind of building off towards the north and east. Just going to be heavy downpours at times, unfortunately. Down towards the Thomaston area, we're seeing some of that rain. Down towards Meriwether County and Troup County, we had a lot of rainfall just yesterday, especially late into the day. That rainfall is still moving off towards the north and east along I-85, towards LaGrange, Greenville, and up towards Concord. Nothing severe with this, just plain old rainfall. Looking at the satellite and radar all across the south and east, you see this big spin in the atmosphere. That's that upper level low pressure that we have been dealing with here for the last couple of days, the reason why we've been dealing with a lot of shower and thunderstorm activity. And it's just going to hang out here at least for the next 24 hours. But we make our way into the weekend. I talked about this earlier. Some drier conditions expected. It's going to move off towards the north and east, and then we are going to get some much more comfortable and summer-like conditions, I guess you could say, actually, here all across North Georgia. So looking at the flood watch, we still have this in place, even though the rain that we're having today isn't going to be necessarily as much as what we've had over the last 2 days. It's still going to be adding to that total that we've gotten throughout this week, leading to that possibility of a flood threat. We have the flood watch in place. That's going to be all up until Friday evening. That's going to be when we start to see things lighten up a little bit. Looking at the 11 Alive app, we have 76 degrees right now in Atlanta, a lot of cloud cover. Going to continue on with that chance for rain again this afternoon, adding to a surplus that we have now across our region. Don't forget you can download the 11 Alive app for whenever you're on the go. It's a great tool to have. We have the ability to explore the radar map. You have the ability to check the hourly and daily forecast. You also can watch live right there from your phone. If you ever lose power at home, it can be really useful to have. You can also download the 11 Alive Plus app for whenever you want to stream updates about certain news stories that you really enjoyed on our channel. Sometimes we like to put extra long-form content regarding those stories on the 11 Alive Plus app. all right there at your fingertips. You can get updates on that, and then weather updates like the one you're watching right now, right there with the 11 Alive Plus app on your Roku and Fire TV devices. So let's take a look at how much rain we're expecting here over the next couple of days. First of all, by 5 p.m. today, still a few showers and thunderstorms out there. Nothing severe, but don't be surprised by that rain. We move into Friday at 6:30 a.m. Temperatures are going to be in the 60s, a few showers out there. Then we move into the afternoon. We have a few showers that are still going to be possible on Friday, but not as much. Again, the rain chances go down for Friday, and then that upper level low moves away from us, and look at that. We're dry for Saturday. We're dry for Sunday. Make some weekend plans because it's going to be great for it. And if you need to get out there and maybe pick up some sticks around the yard from all the wind and rain we've had this week, I know I have a lot of sticks in my backyard right now. I'm going to actually spend Saturday morning at least to get out there and try to pick some of it up myself. That's going to be your perfect day to get some outdoor work done there on Saturday. Or if you need to wait till Sunday to let the yard dry up a little bit before you mow or do anything like that, Sunday's going to be a great day for it. We move into Monday, though, things start to change again. We get scattered showers and storms back in the forecast, and then just a few isolated showers there on Tuesday. So there's that upper level low that we've been talking about. You see it spinning again just off towards the southeast and eastern portion of the United States. It's going to start to make its way off towards the north and east as we head into Saturday, moving away from us, meaning we get drier. But then there's this little system that moves across real quick across the U.S. That's why we have the rain chance on Monday and Tuesday. Then it moves away. And I want you to look at what's happening here on Thursday. We have a ridge coming across our region. When we talk about ridges of high pressure here in Georgia, we're talking about dry and hot. That's what we're looking at as we head into the end of next week. As far as the rainfall this month is concerned, the last 3 days have really helped us out. We were hanging out around near normal for rainfall. Now we're a little bit just above normal for this time of year in rainfall, and that has helped us go back into a surplus for the year. We had been at a deficit for really about a month now, but now we're at a surplus thanks to all that recent rainfall that we've had. And you may notice that the drought monitor is still showing abnormally dry conditions, but as we make our way into the next couple of weeks, we're going to see it improve. So Drought Monitor actually only took into account rain that we had through Tuesday morning. From Tuesday to Tuesday, it takes in information, and then every Thursday morning, the group that updates the Drought Monitor, they will update the map. So on Thursday mornings we get the update, but it's really only data coming from Tuesday to Tuesday. So by next week, we're going to see some big improvements in this thanks to that upper level low that we had been dealing with. So how much rain can we expect over the next 7 days? It's really only going to be anywhere from about 1/4 of an inch to maybe up to an inch at most of rainfall. The heaviest of the rainfall is going to be in northwest Georgia, where we did have some abnormally dry conditions, so it's good to see that there. But nothing compared to like what we had been dealing with more recently. A majority of that rain is going to be occurring either today for this afternoon or on Monday. Again, those rain chances Friday and Tuesday, they're going to be pretty low. So what do we have going on down towards the tropics? We have Tropical Storm Brett still making its way off towards the west across the Lesser Antilles, going to move into the Caribbean, something we'll keep a close eye on, but right now, not too much of a concern for us. We're going to continue to keep a close eye on it in case anything changes, though. We also have Tropical Depression 4. This will likely become Tropical Storm Cindy. Going to watch it closely. Still way too far out to be a concern. You see that at the end of the cone there. That's not until Tuesday of next week. So we still have a ton of time to watch these systems, to see what they do. Right now, not a concern for us, but if that changes, we'll keep you updated. It is hurricane season, so this isn't completely out of the normal, but these storms are forming pretty quick for the month of June. So something we'll keep a close eye on. Things are going well for tropical systems in the tropics, which we don't like to hear, of course, but something just that we have to keep a close eye on. So the next name on the list would be Cindy if that storm does form into a tropical storm. Again, it's early in the season. To go more into what I was just saying is, we typically don't have multiple storms forming at this time of year. We're still on the low end here as we head all the way into the end of July and into August. That's typically when we see increased activity. The highest amount of activity coming into middle of September there, well, really around September 10th, early to middle September. And then the season ends on November 30th. You see things start to calm down there. So we'll keep a close eye again on these systems. Nothing to be too concerned about, but we would just want to make sure everyone stays informed throughout hurricane season. Here's your 7-day forecast showing us that we have the scattered showers and storms on Thursday, isolated showers and storms there for Friday, and then we head into Saturday and Sunday. Going to have a mostly clear to partly cloudy sky with temperatures rising into the mid to upper 80s each day. I talked about earlier in the weathercast that we were going to have really hot conditions towards the middle and end of next week. I talked about that upper level high pressure, that ridge of high pressure that brings heat this time of year. Tuesday and Wednesday hitting the upper 80s. That's actually normal for this time of year as far as temperatures are concerned. So far this year we have not been hotter than 90 degrees. Looks like we'll continue that trend as we hit throughout this next week. But if that area of high pressure scoots a little bit further east, we may start seeing some 91, 92 degree days. Let's hope though that we can hold that off as long as we can. So I want to also bring up your 8 to 14 day outlook. Looking at the next 8 to 14 days beyond the 7-day forecast, looks like we're going to have some of those above average temperatures, again, maybe into the lower 90s. Looking at this map, you can see how the ridge is kind of showing up. You see that big ridge that's going to be over Texas, again, scooting off towards the east, bringing in the heat for us. So that kind of shows up, like what we were talking about a moment ago, those above average temperatures that are going to be possible with that ridge. Looking at the 8 to 14 day outlook for rainfall, above average rainfall also going to be possible. And then looking at weekend getaways, it's looking like we're going to have a decent weekend for anybody who could be traveling. Look at Destin. Man, it's going to be beautiful to be down there in Florida. Gatlinburg is going to be stunning for any hikes. I love the Chimney Tops Trail. Beautiful hike there in the Smokies. Charleston, South Carolina, going to be a great place to head out to. Just some storms on Saturday, and then Savannah and Lake Lanier, as always, going to be gorgeous there as we head throughout the weekend. Looking at the Peach State outlook, if you're traveling across the state of Georgia over the next 3 days, the forecast looking pretty decent there for Saturday and Sunday, but again, for tomorrow, still a few isolated showers and storms for us. Other parts of the state are going to be dealing with more in the way of scattered showers and storms. Of course, those rain chances are likely going to be highest, at least in North Georgia, for the morning. For the afternoon, rain chances are going to go down, and you see temperatures rising into the 70s and 80s for highs. So I'm going to bring back up the 7-day forecast. I hope that everybody can get out there and have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the fact that it's going to be a little bit drier. Again, we have the scattered showers and storms today, isolated showers and storms on Friday, but then Saturday and Sunday looking beautiful with even a little bit more in the way of sunshine there, but it's nice to have some drier days in there to get the garden back situated and also let the yard dry out a little bit, right? So don't forget, we love to do these updates every Thursday at 2:30 and then every Monday at 2:30. You can also catch these updates. Anytime in between, you can head on over to the 11 Alive app or the 11 Alive Plus app there for your Roku and Fire TV devices, 11alive.com, and of course, on the channels of 11 Alive, the NBC affiliate here in Atlanta, and then also you can pick us up on the ATL, the Big 36. So I hope you can have a wonderful day out there, and we'll continue to keep you up there on everything right here at 11 Alive.